Odd news names that tell a story.
Yeah.
It's getting good around here.
Hope and rain and galaxy and something else. I don't know that they're odd. They're just unusual for first names.
Yeah, they are.
It's almost like they're inspirational names, or they're the names of weather, or the world. The galaxy, or a bridge.
A bridge.
Mhm.
Yeah. Or a rider shot. The rider shots are like, I think all the rider shots are named after the seasons. I don't think there's a winter, though.
But there's a season called rain,
Yeah, there is a daughter named Rain.
but that's not a season.
Well, it's the rainy season.
Yeah, winter, spring, summer, and rain.
Winter, spring, summer, and rain.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, good.
So we also want to point out that I'm Brenda and this is Jim. We are out here every day at sunrise and sunset to heal our brains. And Jim has 45 years of radio experience that we are taking outside.
We took her outside.
Took her outside.
Get it cold. It's cold out here.
Cold outside, get outside.
Yeah.
Blow the stink off.
Veterans Crisis Line, dial 988, then press 1 if you're a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, just hang on the line and someone will answer that 988 number.
Yep.
Confidential support available 24/7. And don't forget about the chat line, veteranscrisischatline.net/chat.
Yep.
Chat. And then you can text too. 83 82 55.
Yep.
83 82 55.
Yep.
Yeah.
As much as we say this twice a day, I don't even remember what the text line is.
Yeah.
And we repeat it every day, and I have it scrolling across the screen, and I have it where's the other? That's the ticker.
Yeah.
I can't.
It was the very bottom one there. Or is that the
That's
that's
the
the
ticker.
ticker, yeah.
Yeah, so there it's bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And you wonder how then someone that wants to dial it up. Well, 988 is easier.
Yeah. And then just press 1.
But if you want to chat, 838255.
Yeah.
Okay.
You nailed it. Oh, got a little cold, didn't it?
A little cold.
The northeast part of the United States, cold and clear skies for much of the region, with temps from the 20s to mid 30s. Wouldn't that be nice? Some areas in New England may see light flurries, but no significant accumulation of snow is expected. In the mid-Atlantic states, partly cloudy with highs in the mid-40s, dropping to the 30s by this evening. Coastal areas may experience gusty winds.
Hi, Wes. He's on Facebook. And look how fast he went over to. Oh, I don't know how to get my finger out of your eye. Sorry, Wes. Didn't mean to poke you in the eye there. Now he's already on YouTube.
That's kind of fun.
A little cool, yeah. It's warmed up to 10. It's like a heat wave now.
Yeah.
Hi, Janelle Davis Riles.
And then the next couple of days are going to get real warm.
Oh, up past 10?
Into the 30s and 50s even. We'll show you that in a minute. The southeast part of the United States, pleasant with mild weather dominating with highs in the 60s and 70s. Clear skies will make for a beautiful sunset across Florida and Georgia. So the Midwest, bitter cold dominates the northern Midwest, including South Dakota, Minnesota, and North Dakota. Highs barely reaching the double digits. In fact, it's 9 right now in Watertown, South Dakota. And we saw a high today of 10.
Woohoo, 10!
Overnight lows will drop into the single digits and below 0 in some spots. Snow showers are tapering off in northern Minnesota and in Michigan, while the rest of the region remains dry but cold. Central states like Iowa, Nebraska, and Missouri saw slightly warmer weather in the 20s and 30s today, but chilly conditions return overnight. In the south, mostly sunny and comfortable across Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi, with highs in the 60s and 70s. What's this I have here?
That's the rest of the, I made the font bigger.
Oh,
I think
okay.
we're gonna have to get a long extension cord and bring out our heated blanket every day.
I think so, yeah.
Wrap it around us. It's big. I think it's a big king size one.
Yeah.
We drape it over our heads. We'll be golden.
Breezy and cold. That's what they're saying about the northern plains, North Dakota, South Dakota. And really struggled to get to that 10 today, but it made it for a little while.
Mm.
Central Plains remaining dry with highs in the 40s. Southern Plains, Oklahoma, and northern Texas expect mild temps in the 50s. So the Rocky Mountains, snow is tapering off in the northern Rockies with clearing skies expected later tonight. And highs range from the teens in Montana to the 40s in Colorado.
Mm.
In the Southwest, sunny and dry across Arizona and New Mexico with highs in the 50s and 60s. California remains pleasant with highs in the 60s and 70s. And then the West Coast, Northern California and Oregon will see rain showers tapering off with highs in the 40s and 50s. And Washington is cloudy with a chance of light rain all along the coast.
Okay.
Okay. What are we doing with odd news, birthdays? What?
Yeah, odd news, birthday shout outs. It's names are more than words. They're windows into stories and legacies.
Oh,
How's the weather?
tonight.
Perfect, Cindy.
How's the
The
weather?
weather, the weather, the weather. It's just perfect.
It's just perfect out
Yeah.
here.
Only I want my electric blankie.
Yeah. Tonight we'll look at the world of unique names with real life odd news connections. From inspiring concepts to cosmic wonders, these names will surprise you. So let's jump right in with some shout outs. Do you have time?
Sure.
The name we're looking at first is Hope.
Hope, yep.
Our first shout out goes to Hope. Did you know a recent study found that people with optimistic names like Hope are more likely to be seen as positive and approachable? One odd news story even reported a town in Alaska called Hope that survived the harshest winter on record,
Wow.
all because of the residents' unspeakable, unshakable optimism.
Nice.
It's the perfect name for someone who inspires others. And we know Hope.
So the fun fact, Hope also happens to be the name of a real subscriber whose mom, Paula Horn, is one of my lifelong friends. A lovely coincidence that's worth celebrating.
That is cool.
Oh,
Yeah. Hi, kids. How about Brooklyn? There's a name for you, and it's a fun one. Did you know that a woman in Brooklyn once trained her dog to deliver pizza?
Huh.
It made headlines as one of the quirkiest pizza delivery systems ever. A name like Brooklyn carries the spirit of innovation and hustle that defines that borough. And of course, Brooklyn is famous for the Brooklyn Bridge, a marvel of engineering that connects people across the stories, across the river, connects their stories across the East River.
Okay.
And
Got another name.
Galaxy.
Yeah. I haven't even heard of anybody named Galaxy.
I knew a Ford Galaxy for a while, but it moved on too. Moving to the stars, here's a shout out for Galaxy. A very odd news flash. Did you know scientists recently discovered Galaxy is essentially invisible?
Hmm.
Huh. There's one out there, but they can't see it. It's so full of dark matter that it barely reflects light, making it one of the most mysterious galaxies ever observed.
Hmm.
And you can't see it.
Yeah, so yeah, just trust us.
Yeah,
These odd stories are real.
this is quite a story.
Can't see it, but it's there.
Can you focus that a little bit? No, it's dark
Put
matter.
it on high beam.
It doesn't. It not only is it dark matter, but it doesn't matter if you can't see it, because a name like Galaxy is perfect for someone who loves the unknown and the infinite possibilities of the cosmos.
And a fun fact, our own Milky Way galaxy contains over 100 billion stars. So naming someone Galaxy feels feels as expansive as the universe itself.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Galaxy. What would you call it? I guess she could end up being called Exy.
Yeah, I don't know. And then the next name spotlight is Rain.
Let me tell you something about Rain, a story as bright as the fireworks her parents create. Rain's parents own the local fireworks company and have named many of their creations after her. So every time those colorful bursts light up the night sky, it's a celebration of Rain's legacy.
Cool.
Rain Rattershot.
Mm-hmm.
And here's an odd news tie in. Speaking of rain and fireworks, did you know that a fireworks show in Japan was once delayed because of rain? The irony wasn't lost in the crowd, who joked that Rain herself must have been in charge that day. Fun fact about Rain: Rain is a beautiful nature inspired name that symbolizes renewal and joy, just like the fireworks that her parents create.
Cool.
Yeah, that is something. Mm-hmm. Oh,
So tonight we celebrated Hope, Brooklyn, Galaxy, and Rain.
names with stories as unique as the people behind them, from inspiring optimism to cosmic wonder and local legacies. These names remind us that there's always more to a name than meets the eye.
Sure.
What's the most unusual or meaningful name you've ever heard? Share it in the comments below. And let's keep the conversation going. So
Yep.
share those names down below here in the comment. Oh, I moved my hand the wrong.
So Cindy named her daughter Coquette,
Yeah.
and then her grandchildren, man, Cindy, I went blank. I can't remember your two daughters' names. Weird.
Oh, yeah.
But they're also really cool, unusual names.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you like these stories, comment below and hit the follow or the like button and join us for more odd news birthday shout outs where every name has a story worth sharing.
Yeah.
Now, we do have some birthdays today, December 12th, and we're calling them our own local celebrity birthdays. I like thinking of our people that we actually know. They're our celebrities.
Yeah, they are too. Kylie Comas, Mike Endries, Nathan M. Jager, and Mac is in this list, along with Jeff Pickrell, Tanya House, and Aaron Prestoris, Tony Katie.
Hey, Tony.
And Maxine Moyer.
Happy birthday, you guys.
Everybody has a birthday today.
Yeah, I think that is Pistorius. Aaron, I think it's Pistorius. You said Aaron Pistorius?
Yeah.
I think it's Pistorius. I think it's Browns Valley people, but I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, the whole world knows this guy from Webster, South Dakota. I can't get this out of my face yet tonight. There you go.
Yeah, you need a baseball hat under there.
Mm-hmm. Or a sombrero.
Yeah, a sombrero underneath all your hoods.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Shove it down your neck.
WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. She's the star. Her name is Rena Lesnar, better known for her wrestling nickname, Sable. And she looks totally different. I mean, she's been retired for a while. Looks a little different now. However, she married the fellow star, WWE star, and the UFC champion Brock Lesnar from Webster, South Dakota.
Oh, cool.
And those two recently emerged in a new photo on social media, and fans said, "Oh, we can't believe our eyes." This is the first picture I've seen of hers since she left the WWE, someone wrote about Rena. She retired in 2004, and they're saying that doesn't look like the girl that we remember. She slimmed down.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'm going to learn how to do images in here. It just every time I try to figure something out, then it screws something up. So I'm like, ugh. Yeah, I don't know. It'll
Yeah.
work out. It's just hasn't yet.
hmm Try this story on for size.
Okay.
On a gusty night in September, a model, Cornana Chasing Horse, joined the legendary designer Ralph Lauren on his New York Fashion Week catwalk.
Oh,
Earlier that year, she wasn't even sure that she could look him in the eye. 22-year-old Chasing Horse is an indigenous American who is a member of the Ogallala Lakota and Hangwitch tribes. She was born on the Navajo Reservation in Arizona. She had seen some of Ralph Lauren's past advertisements and designs that she believed were unmistakable copies of indigenous motifs, and she was troubled by what she saw.
mm.
Back in 2014, Ralph Lauren had apologized for their Native American theme in advertisements. And then in 2022, again, he apologized for the design that that reflected Native Mexican motifs. The brand promised greater credit and collaboration for new garments and indigenous motifs, and added that the company was deepening its cultural awareness training and broadening its work with indigenous communities. Here's an insight into her life before she hooked up with the world of fashion. When Chasing Horse turned 6, the family took the Trans-Siberian Railroad through Europe, camping on Italian beaches before flying home to Arizona. Then they moved to Alaska. She said, "We set up camp by a river and lived off the land. It was the most magical thing. But now that I'm adult, I realized we were homeless, and my mom was working hard to make sure we didn't know that."
Huh.
That's a cool story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, my fingers are huge in these gloves.
Yep.
Oh, Dr. Pepper. You know what kind of doctor he is?
No.
He is. He's a physician.
Physician. Oh God.
Dr. Pepper is said to be carbonated prune juice.
Really?
Yeah. Now you'll never taste it the same.
Very nice, Jim. Interesting stories. Yeah.
We can thank Brenda for that one. I think. Was that your story?
The last one about the gal that was put on Ralph Lauren's clothes, that's yours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The names one is mine.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
Being a firstborn daughter, where are you in the lineup of those 14 kids?
Down, there's just 2 younger.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So who was the oldest?
Pam, but
Oh.
mom and dad lost the first one named Myrna Lorene. Her birthday was just December 9.
Oh.
But yeah, they lost her when she was 1 month and 1 day old.
Oh.
Yep.
That's hard.
Hard.
Being the firstborn daughter comes with a unique set of challenges and rewards. A phenomenon often lightheartedly called the first daughter syndrome. From the pressure of setting a good example to constantly feeling responsible for family harmony. The role brings expectations that few other siblings experience. First daughters often become the natural organizers, the mediators, and even caregivers within their families.
Did you have that, Pam?
Aw, Pam.
Did you feel that?
This responsibility fosters maturity and resilience. It also brings its fair share of stress and self imposed pressure.
Mm.
If any of these sound familiar, you may be living with the delightful and often, sometimes, demanding quirks of the first daughter syndrome.
Mm.
As the firstborn, you are the one your parents learned all their lessons on. Every rule and restriction was a test run on you, while your younger siblings benefited from more relaxed standards. It's almost like you were their practice child as they figured out what worked and what didn't. Well, sometimes it felt strict. You know, it was all part of the role, and a lot of love covered it all.
Don Wangan says, I am the firstborn daughter,
Oh,
granddaughter, and great granddaughter, and great great
oh,
granddaughter.
geez.
What?
Holy smokes.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
You're great.
You got it all going, Dawn. We'll change your name to Dawn the Great.
Hmm.
Dawn the Great, granddaughter, everything. The internet search giant Google has released the top 10 searches of 2024,
Okay.
revealing what the world wanted more information about this year. Number one, the election. Number two, Donald Trump. Number three, connections, followed by the New York Yankees, Kamala Harris, Copa America, and Hurricane Milton tracker. And I don't know what Copa America is. Oh, well, anyhow. But then also in those searches, Toby Keith and Liam Payne.
Hmm.
Well, the U.S. election was the top of the news search of 24. There was another more worrying topic cropping up in people's searches, with extreme weather events dominating the top 5 spots overall.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. It's colder than heck out here.
It is.
Still 9, but it's 9 above, so I don't know.
Yeah. It's kind of stinging around my little on my outer thighs here. It's kind of stingy. Huh.
Yeah. After being reintroduced to a different part of the Amur region, a Siberian tiger named Boris walked over 124 miles to get back to his girlfriend, Svetlana, a female he had been raised alongside in semi-captivity.
Huh.
Within a year, the pair welcomed a litter of cubs together. Once the team was certain that the tigers had become proficient hunters, they were fixed with GPS collars and let loose into the wilderness. Upon their release, the tigers were distributed throughout the region in an attempt to expand their range as much as possible. However, they weren't anticipating that Boris would walk the 124 miles to get back to his girlfriend.
Cool.
And that is a cool story. Oh, Boris. You can't deny love, huh? Boy, it's warming up nice out here, isn't it?
Real nice. Yeah. You have to wrap heating tape around ourselves.
And then you could wrap it on that wooden post and just use it for a hand warmer.
Although we can't reach it.
Yeah, that's
So.
true.
Yeah, I think having a big a heated blanket out here would be awesome.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that idea. You ever, what do you think? You ever been involved in like a coin toss where there was always going to be well, of course there's always a winner or a loser. Ever have anything on the line with a coin toss?
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah.
No, I don't bet. I don't gamble. So
Heads you win, tails you lose, one of those deals?
no.
No.
It rings a bell, but no, I never liked gambling in any.
I never did that either.
I don't find no fun in it.
Yeah. But
a lot of people do, so good for them.
In sports, they're crazy. Coin tosses are used to decide who goes first or pick who goes to bat first for the first part of the games. It seems fair. You'd assume that coins have two sides, and you introduce a random element, flipping the coin and catching it. The odds of it coming up with your pick should be 50-50 or 1 in 2. But researchers have crunched the numbers, looking at an impressive 350,757 coin tosses, and found that the coin tosses are not 50-50 after all. You can tip the odds ever so slightly in your favor. According to one team led by the American mathematician Pesari Dikanis, when you toss a coin, you introduce a tiny amount of wobble. According to that model, that wobble causes the coin to spend more time in the air with the initial side facing up. So if you're ever going to call heads or tails, look at it before they flip and see what's facing up. The team wrote in a study which went on to win the Ig Nobel Prize. Consequently, the coin has the highest chance of landing on the same side as it started. That's the same side bias. Now, they want to argue that a little bit. The scientists found from a smaller ideal number of coin tosses that they recorded and analyzed that coins land on the same side they were tossed from about 51% of the time. The team recruited 48 people to flip 350,757 coins from 46 different currencies, finding that overall there was a 50.8% chance of the coin showing up on the same side it was tossed from. So to kind of make that work for yourself, kind of make sure before they toss it,
You get to see what's up.
is. Yeah.
So there's some other fun sayings of that theme that says don't judge a book by its cover. So even a stopped clock is right twice a day. Reminds us that something seemingly useless or flawed might still have value. And says you can't tell how far a frog can jump by its looks. A quirky way to say appearances don't reveal potential. Not all that glitters is gold. Not all that smells is old cheese.
Ah,
A humorous take on the judging things at face value.
a coconut might be tough to crack, but it's sweet on the inside.
There you go. That's a topical way to highlight hidden rewards beneath a rough exterior.
Yeah. Yeah, that is. You don't know how spicy the chili is until you bite into it.
There you go. A fun nod to things being more intense than they seem.
A diamond in the rough still sparkles.
It reminds us that hidden gems can be found in unlikely places.
And every duckling isn't an ugly duckling. It's just not done growing.
A playful take on the ugly duckling theme. Interesting.
And the smallest dogs have the loudest bark. Ask Bogey about that one.
Suggests underestimating others can lead to surprises.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow,
we're really right on time.
We're going through our stuff pretty fast. So, alrighty then. Thanks for joining us. Is anybody else out there freezing? Did you freeze your chin off? Oh my goodness. My chin is what feels it.
Yeah.
If I could just make it stay put. You really got to have these other coats zipped up so you can't hardly even talk. Okay then. So tomorrow morning comes at tomorrow morning.
Okay.
7:58.
And we'll be right in these same two chairs on this same bat channel.
On the same bat channel. There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
So thanks for being there, you guys.
Yeah, see you.
We're going to go warm up.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
We got any hamburgers left?
Lots.
Oh, good.